Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Maryland's head coach told me before the game, he understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. The Terrapins offense will take the field first. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense, and they said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots. So, obviously, we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's one or two guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires one high and deep. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Offense in an empty set.
Here we go. Ready. One, go.
Saying, here comes the heat. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Right on the money. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
The Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Washington. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback and getting him on the ground.
blocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Officials stopping play as one of the Terrapins is down on the field. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. And the Terrapins will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Lined up in the gun on third down, say it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He tries to take the top off. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about it.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. There's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Running inside, it's Jackson. Pick up of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Upstairs to make the catch.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but he was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Washington. This time it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Unloads quickly. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Really nice time to go RPO there by the offense. 3rd and short, you might run the football. You got to fake that certainly, and it freezes the defense just a split second enough for the QB to split that thing out to the perimeter to make the catch and get the first down.
Flushed out of the pocket. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had it.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. Third and 6 yards to go. Here's Julian saying to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Get this drive started from the 29. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll keep it on the ground. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Got his man. And he's not going to get the first down. Good stop there. The Terrapins send out the punt unit. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Run inside. It's Jackson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Say it. Oh, they're after him. It's complete on the right side. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. Looking to throw it. Sayin. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. Play fake, Julian Sayin. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Fleming. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. The give is to Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing. That play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
They'll go right back to the run. Got a little grass. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Terrapins in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Gets rid of it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Trying play action. Deep shot for the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Maryland!
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some... Turning it on! Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal.
They built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, 2-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Jackson. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the returner will be brought down. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run it to the right. Runs through the tackle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Washington. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Throw it, say it. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Oh, you want to talk about catch radius, the big soft hands. It's like throwing it into a giant pillow.
And it's so nice for the quarterback, Reese, to know he doesn't have to put that right on his face mask. He's got an athletic tight end with crazy eye-hand coordination that can make plays like that.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that's a hard thing to do as a receiver, but because you want to catch the football and you want to get upfield and make more yards, but sometimes you got to realize, I just got to toe tap that thing. I just got to get one in, get the completion. That was a missed opportunity right there.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Throws for the tight end. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. Pressure coming. They'll have two left to work with before the half. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The kick is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with the USC Trojans taking on the number 15 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's USC coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And it's 3 straight victories for this team as they start to get hot. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game in Columbus. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Terrapins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Here's Sayin to throw. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Terrapins trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Going to the run, it's Williams. And he must have felt like there were 15 guys on defense, and he dodged a bunch of them in the backfield, but still knocked down for a loss. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to throw, it's Washington. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Terrapins! Well, on the sideline, got it in the end zone.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Sayin. Snagged out of the air. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes will snap it on first and 10. Now they'll run it to the right here. Finding some room. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Jackson. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's second and 3. Power football with the run. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. It's complete. Running through contact. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
My man, get him the ball. He will do the rest. Catches the football, walks into the end zone. Feed that man the rock.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. He breaks a tackle. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Dropping back, it's Washington. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Jackson. There's a crease. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Ready, go.
They feed him again. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Sets up the screen. Snags it, and he's open. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They'll run it. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Wide receiver going in motion. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolute shank. Missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught by Williams on the left. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams.
They've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Washington. Still looking, on the move. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Terrapins go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Running inside, it's Williams. Bounced off his feet.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To throw, it's Washington. Keeps looking downfield. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout signaled for by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on Ohio State's sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. They'll move the wide receiver. From the gun on third down, say it. Makes the grab. There he goes. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Saying back to the air. Fires to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
On the option, maybe a crease. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. They'll use a timeout here. 2:06 remaining on the clock. Of course, it stops again at the 2-minute mark. And the Terrapins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They make the stop for no gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Oh, what a move. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage, they can't get it done, and it is over.
With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And